Look up. The moon, once a symbol of constancy, is about to change forever. For centuries it inspired poets and guided explorers. Now it's the target of a new race, not for glory, but for resources. The first space race was about flags and footprints, a Cold War sprint to prove technological might. That era ended, but the moon remained, holding secrets and untapped riches. Today the silence is ending. The stakes are higher than ever. This is a race for the future, a contest to control the resources that could power the next technological revolution. The lunar regolith may hold solutions to Earth's energy and material shortages. But who decides the moon's fate? Who owns its riches? As nations eye the moon with industry in mind, we face questions of ownership and responsibility that will echo for generations. Robotic landers and rovers have already begun mapping and prospecting, laying the groundwork for permanent presence. These missions are not just scientific, they're strategic. China is leading the charge, envisioning the moon as a factory, a fuel depot, and a strategic outpost. The world is waking up to this reality, feeling both awe and unease. The new lunar race is not just about reaching the moon, it's about shaping humanity's future in space. The decisions made now will define our relationship with the cosmos. The moon is no longer just a destination, it's the next frontier of power. The era of lunar industry is here. The world is watching, and the outcome will shape generations to come. The race has begun. China's lunar ambitions are bold and public. The Chang'e program, named after the moon goddess, has methodically mapped, landed, and returned samples from the moon. Each mission is a step toward a permanent presence. Upcoming missions will scout resources, test 3D printing with lunar soil, and lay the foundation for the International Lunar Research Station, ILRs. The goal, a crude base near the moon's south pole, rich in water ice, vital for life and rocket fuel. China's vision is a self-sustaining lunar outpost, a gateway to the solar system, built with global partners like Russia. Unlike past sprints, this is a long-term strategy of settlement and industrialization. China's unwavering focus and international alliances are reshaping the balance of power in space. The lunar blueprint is clear, and the world is taking notice. Why all this effort? The moon holds resources rare on Earth and vital for the future. Water ice at the poles is key, supporting life and fueling rockets, turning the moon into a solar system refueling station. Helium-3, rare on Earth but abundant in lunar soil, could power clean fusion reactors. Potentially limitless energy with no radioactive waste. Rare earth elements, essential for modern technology, are also present, offering a new supply chain beyond Earth's environmental and political limits. China's plan isn't just to export resources, it's to use lunar regolith to 3D print habitats and infrastructure, enabling true colonization. In situ resource utilization means building on the moon, not just visiting. Control over these resources could reshape global economics and technology. The moon is becoming the ultimate strategic reserve. The race is for more than territory, it's for the building blocks of the future. A nation that controls lunar resources could dominate clean energy and technology, rewriting the global balance of power. Helium-3 fusion could end fossil fuel dependence, but if monopolized, it could create new forms of global inequality. The technological leap from lunar mining would widen the gap between spacefaring nations and the rest. We could see new alliances and tensions, a lunar bloc versus a terrestrial bloc, a celestial Cold War fought with resources, not weapons. Yet, the immense challenges could also drive unprecedented cooperation. The moon could unite humanity, pooling resources for a common future. The choice is stark: conflict or collaboration. The rules we set now will determine whether the moon divides us or brings us together. The future of Earth may be decided on the lunar surface. The idea of one nation dominating the moon is fueling anxiety worldwide. The US Artemis program is a direct response, aiming for a sustainable lunar presence to avoid being locked out. What if China claims a resource-rich site and restricts access? The lack of clear space law makes this a real concern. Military strategists worry, a lunar base could double as a military outpost, offering strategic high ground and control over satellites. The moon's exploitation also raises environmental and ethical questions. Who decides its fate? Can we preserve its scientific value? Competing blocs are forming. Artemis Accords versus China's ILRS, each with different visions for space. Without global consensus, disputes over lunar resources could escalate into crises on Earth. The world is holding its breath, hoping for cooperation but fearing conflict. The stakes have never been higher. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty says no nation can own the moon, but it's silent on resource extraction. This legal gray area encourages a first-come, first-served rush, risking conflict over lunar riches. What happens if rival missions target the same crater? Without clear rules, goodwill is all that stands between cooperation and chaos. The US-led Artemis Accords set norms, but China and Russia are developing their own rules, creating a dangerous legal split. We need a new global lunar resources treaty, negotiated by all spacefaring nations, to manage mining rights, share benefits, and protect key sites. Only a unified framework can prevent a lawless lunar frontier. The time to act is now, before competition turns to conflict. The moon's future, and ours, depends on it. The world must come together to write the next chapter of space law. We stand at a crossroads. Will the moon become a source of conflict or a symbol of unity? The choices we make now will shape energy, technology, and global stability for generations. Clean energy from helium-3 could solve climate change, but only if shared. We must demand that space exploration benefits all, not just a few. International law, diplomacy, and scientific collaboration are essential. The race to the moon should be about collective progress, not national rivalry. The moon is a test of our maturity as a species. Can we manage a shared resource peacefully? The answer will define our future in the cosmos. The story of the moon is about to be written, and it's the story of us all.